Give me the strength to prevail, my God. We battle the world, but we liken our odds. Marching with saints, destroying the frauds. Been through the war, I'm proud of the scars. They took my smile, my countenance hard. The eagle has failed, the economy's gone. These rappers is looking like all the stars. These bars reach people behind the bars. Just don't get lost in that house of cards. Deja vu, we've been here before. My people keep searching for signs, my Lord. It's right in your face, it's Armageddon. Turn on the news, it's a cataclysm. Now your vision is panoramic. Yes, it's a rap, not talking ceramic. We demon slayers, you don't understand. The end of the wicked is more than tragic. They hating the truth, so they cyber hacking. My Lord, my Lord. Life on the line, I'm not moving backwards. The truth is here, it's time to reveal. Lord have mercy, they covered their ears. We told them why we suffered for years. Not keeping your loss, had to shed them tears. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not fear. Walk, it's a narrow path. The world is confused, what's good is bad. What's bad is good. We follow the rules and we misunderstood. Really this, you killed your own when you visit the hood. But pigs got license to kill in the hood. Tell me I'm wrong or tell me I'm right. When judgment comes and lightning strikes, the scripture just ain't for debate no more. This will determine your fate, I'm sure. Who do you face when you facing off? And how can you bring when your mask is on and controlling the game with no analog? My Lord. They eating it up like TV dinners, food for thought. Tell our vision, they heads spinning like exorcism. Just hearing the words ahead on collision. Every day we gotta repent. Pray to the Lord, we don't die in our sins. Life is a mist and you float in the wind. What do you see when you look in the lens? The shadow of things to come, my Lord. A thunderous voice, I'm hitting the floor. Now do you see what you fighting for? Clash with the titans with biting horns. The world to come, that will be done. And lift up your voice and bang the drums. The world to come, that will be done. And lift up your voice and bang the drums. My Lord. My Lord.
Shalom, Israel. It's your boy New Breed coming through with another live stream. My Lord, my Lord. That particular song right there is called My Lord, and it's from myself. Artist name I am New Breed. You can find that song on New Breed Music and Motivation. If you're not subscribed, go over there and hit that subscribe button. Man, it's a lot of good music over there. Shalom, salute, Shabbat Shalom, greetings, welcome to everybody catching another broadcast. As promised, I wanted to bring the truth about demon possession. The absolute emphatic truth. 100%. Because there's a lot of, I would say, there's a lot of lies that's put out there from the Roman Catholic Church. And I really want to decipher some of these lies to help you to realize the power that Christ's people have on their own without the help of a priest. And also to show you that demons are very real. I want to show you all how to identify these things, how to identify malevolent forces and unclean spirits, because it's almost spookism. It's almost spookism to a lot of people who claim to be religious or a part of some faith-based system. They believe it's, it's horror movie stuff. It's not real. There's no way that there's an invisible realm where demonic forces actually latch on to people. And, a lot of people don't believe it. They don't believe in the spiritual realm whatsoever. But at the same time, they go to their religious institutions. They go to churches, whether it be the Roman Catholic Church or the Christian Church for that matter. So in this particular video, I'm going to break it down from a biblical perspective. But before I do so, let me greet you all the good people. I see y'all rolling in the chat pretty quick. Rena Taylor, how you doing? Glad you catching another broadcast. Let's see, we got Barry Russell in the house. Lachia Coleman's in here. DJ Taddick. Salute, family. Annette Morrison, how you doing? Yeah, we got King C3. DeAsia is in the house. Yeah, we got Josh Payne is up in this joint. Man, Coco Burns, 100. Yeah, what it do, man? I'm glad y'all catching another broadcast. I see somebody says salute from Ireland. Man, worldwide to the 12 tribes. We going all around the world with it. Yeah. All praises to the Most High. Somebody said they tuning in from England. Let's get it. Let's get it. Man, you know how we do on these particular lessons. We're going to go into the sources and we're going to go into the scriptures. We're not playing no games, man. The sources that I'm going to bring forth, I'm going to bring forth the sources earlier rather than late to set the stage for what I want to speak on. And when I'm speaking in regards to demonic possession, I'm going through every facet of it. I want to talk about the extreme cases, and I want to talk about those cases that you may not assume to be demon possession. All right? Somebody said, hope you're doing good. Yeah, I'm doing well. Shalom, shalom. If you all can, just hit the thumbs up on the way in to allow the video to fluctuate out through the algorithm. Man, there's a lot going on. Before I dive into this topic, let me just react to a few things that's going on in social media, man. There were some things brought to my attention earlier. Young Pharaoh and who was the other cat? Rizza Islam. Both of these brothers completely removed from this platform, bro. Completely removed. I mean, the muzzle is out there. Man, censorship is at an all-time high. That's all I can say. And I just want people to learn from what got these brothers deleted. Because all in all, although I have a difference in beliefs, I think it's absolutely unfair that you got brothers building their platforms and teaching and doing their thing, and you know, going through the hard work and the labor to get their following, and to be removed like that based on things that we don't quite understand. I'm hoping that these brothers get back and get their platforms back if it's any way possible. I really do hope so. I do. And I'm just being honest with y'all. I know people don't expect that because I'm not with these new age teachings and I'm not with all of that. But at the same time, there's a line you got to draw, man. There's a line you got to draw when you see brothers working hard, even if I disagree. I mean, the censorship is real, and I think a lot of brothers should learn from that. If you're going to speak on issues that are controversial, this is a message for all you content creators out there. If you're going to speak on issues that are controversial, do it on your Patreon account. You got to go either get your website or get you a Patreon account. Don't do it out here in this platform. These are these people's platforms. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things you can't say. We already know who manipulate and control behind the scenes. When you start going directly at them, you risk reaching the people you could have reached. You risk reaching the people you could have reached, and now when your channel is down, you can't influence anyone. So it's good to learn how to learn when to be silent, when not to speak on certain issues. All right. So just be like the Bible tells us: be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove, and continue edifying the people. All right. But I just wanted to put that out there, man, in case y'all didn't know, man, because that's what's going on these YouTube streets, man. People getting removed left and right. So if you wonder why I don't speak on certain things, that's the reason. Somebody said this about to be a good one. Oh, you already know. You already know. We're going to talk about demon possession. All right? I'm going to give you the full truth on it. I'm going to go to a source to start off before I dive into some scriptures. And this source I'm going to is Yahoo. It's actually Yahoo. And I want to play this. This particular video is called Unfiltered. She was completely demonically possessed. It's called Unfiltered. She was completely demonically possessed. And I want to play this. I want to play this clip and I'm going to chime in. I'm going to share my thoughts. I'm going to go to some scriptures and I'm going to break this thing down. All right.
Evil spirit who declare themselves to be evil spirits. This demonic sounding voice came out of her. She spoke multiple languages. She rose out of her chair. They were trying to hold her down. Otherwise, they said she would have risen to the ceiling. We all have to be open to considering that there's something more here. And if you just exclude all these people and say, well, they're all psychotic individuals or something, they're never going to get the help they need. I'm Dr. Richard Gallagher. I'm a board-certified psychiatrist. I'm also a professor at New York Medical College in psychiatry, and I'm the faculty at Columbia. About 25 plus years ago, I found myself being asked by clergy of many different faiths to investigate and give them my psychiatric opinion about people that they thought might be demonically attacked.
I've never felt so
Hold on, it's an ad, ladies and gentlemen.
close to the possibility of disclosure.
The Nephilim, the giants.
Now, this Dr. Richard Gallagher, right? He's a psychiatrist, practicing Catholic as well. Now, I want to point that out. He's a psychiatrist and he's a practicing Catholic. You know, it's something that I noticed that every time we're dealing with demonology, from any perspective of the mainstream, anytime we're dealing with demonic possession, anytime the mainstream media airs anything about demonic possession on movies in Hollywood, it seems like the Roman Catholic seems to be the authoritative figures of demon possession. And it's just something that I want to point out. This man here, he's a practicing psychologist. He's a practicing Catholic. He spent many years as the scientific advisor for the International Association of Exorcism, an organization that was formally recognized by Pope Francis back in 2014. So here, you always have the authoritative figures, someone of the Roman Catholic Church. And this man, you know, he's a part of all these organizations and whatnot. He's speaking on this, and it seems like they're able to, I would say, be the lead on everything in regards to demon possession. But a lot of the angles that they take are not biblical, and I'm gonna prove that today, so you can know what demon possession is really about. And some of the things that this man is gonna say is true, but some of the things we got to go into the scriptures to comb out the lies. All right?
I went into my conversation with this priest a little on the skeptical side, and somewhat to my surprise, he liked that. He said,
Hey, I want to stop this real quick and just add one more thing. You know, he was backed by Pope Francis back in 2014. For anybody who's seen these popes, they look like reptilian shapeshifters. If you look at the Pope, if you look at these people, they look like they drink the blood of babes. Let's just be real about it. They look like they eat baby fetuses. I mean, they look like straight up demons. Am I lying to y'all? They look evil. And we already know that when you mention the Roman Catholic Church, you can associate a lot of things to it. One being pedophilia. That's a big thing that's often associated with the Roman Catholic Church. I mean, damn, how many years gotta go by where they get put on trial for, you know, doing something strange to some little boys, and they always walk away scotch-free. They always walk away scotch-free. And these are supposed to be the authority over what demon possession is and what it's about and how to rid individuals of demons. I'm just saying. Christ tells you in the scriptures, and I'm talking about red letter, who the real authority is when it comes to casting out malevolent forces.
well, if we didn't think you were skeptical, Dr. Gallagher, we wouldn't have wanted to use you. Well, I guess he had heard about me, and that's That's why he came to ask my opinion about a woman who was claiming that she was beat up by invisible forces. She would even have these bruises spontaneously appear. She appeared to me to be completely sane. And I'd never seen a case like that before. It didn't seem to be explainable on the basis of any medical or psychiatric pathology. She and her husband were devout Catholics.
Now the question is right here, can a demon physically assault someone? Could they physically assault someone and leave bruises on them? Let me answer that question first. Nowhere in the Bible does it say a demon can physically assault you. Matter of fact, in the scriptures, it tell you that there's a celestial realm and a terrestrial realm. It makes a clean divide between the two. It makes a clean divide. Nowhere in the scriptures does it tell you a demon can physically harm you. Meaning, like, you know, you can be sitting there, like on the movies. Let me give you an example, right? Like on the movies, a person could be by themselves, and all of a sudden a demon is going to their body, hitting them with lefts, rights, jabs, the whole nine, and they got bruises all over their body. Excuse me. Nowhere in the scriptures, nowhere that happens. So I'm pointing that out because we're gonna go right down the line. We're gonna go right down the middle. We're gonna go right down the middle with this. If it's not biblical, I'm throwing it out. Nowhere in the scriptures did I see any demons beating the hell out of somebody. Now I'm pointing this out because I want y'all to understand that Hollywood, right? They spend trillions of dollars on keeping you afraid of demons. Not even realizing that we're more powerful than any demon. We're more powerful than any dark force. Like, they literally are not on our level. They can't cross, it's certain lines that they can't cross. Like, we literally have the power to get rid of them. And they use Hollywood to make you afraid of these beings. They do exist, and we're gonna get into that. But I'm only going by the scriptures. Now, if you are one who got your ass whipped by a demon, go ahead and put it in the chat. Throw a 1 in the chat. If a demon has scraped you, punched you, kicked you, and you know, I'm not opposed to being open-minded. But if I'm going directly down the scriptures, I don't see that. All right, let's continue it.
And they believed it was kind of.
There's a couple ones. There's a few ones. Somebody said their son gets scratches too. Now listen, let me say this too. Do you think it's possible that they can be struggling with a spirit that's attacking them and they can scratch themselves? That they literally have scratched themselves fighting, or they bruised themselves, or they fell off of something. I mean, do you think, let me ask you this, do you think a demon appeared, right? Do you think a demon appeared and actually, you know, beat up your child or beat you up? I'm just saying, because listen, even sleep paralysis, a lot can happen while you fighting in your sleep. I'm going solely down the scriptures. I'm gonna show you what demons can do, and far as I'm concerned, if I haven't seen this, and the scriptures don't say that this happens, I can't be one to say that demons come into the terrestrial realm and they beat on people. Like I don't know about that one, y'all.
Of evil spirits. I didn't have a great deal of interest in getting involved in this, but you know, as a physician, I really don't like the idea of seeing somebody in tremendous pain or tremendous confusion. I was asked to.
Now listen, these demons are very real though. He talks about the tremendous pain and confusion that comes with possession. Listen, I had a homeboy back in the day, back in DC, man. Had a homeboy, his grandmother, every time we would go over there to the house, right? His grandmother would just be in the room and she would just be screaming. Ah! I mean, just top of her lungs, hitting walls, like she would be just wilding. And I wish I'd known then what I know now. Back then we used to just shrug it off. We used to be like, you know, that's just her. Like she just out there. So you know, something happened with her mind. She got psychological issues, and we would just kind of throw it off. I mean, man, we be in the room drinking, smoking, whatever, and she in there screaming. We acting like it's normal. You understand? Like we act like something wasn't attacking this woman because we had no idea. We thinking what the world told us. Some people just have psychological issues that make them snap and go crazy. Listen, that woman was not always like that. Something had to intrude upon her spirit, her conscience. Something had to essentially possess her. And you know, now that I think back on it, man, that stuff is absolutely real. I'm telling you.
To comment whether there could be any psychiatric illness, whether she was being abused, whether this was her imagination, etc. And I had to conclude that there was no medical reason why this would happen. I felt that she was being attacked because, in fact, she was a very holy person.
It says, over the past 2.5 decades, Gallagher has given his scientific advice on whether a patient is suffering from clinical mental illness or perhaps demonic possession. Let me put this out here. There's no such thing as clinical mental illness. All right? And you're going to find that out in the Bible. There's no such thing. Every mental illness is demon possession. Let me repeat that. Every mental illness is, in fact, demon possession, ladies and gentlemen. Every last one of it. Bipolar, schizophrenia, any kind of mental disorder, PSTD, post-traumatic stress syndrome, all of it, ladies and gentlemen, is demon possession. Every last bit of it. And the Bible tells you that. Now, there's so many ways that these possessions can happen. They can happen through dramatic life experiences, for sure. They can happen through, now mind you, the disclaimer is I'm not a medical physician. I haven't studied any medicine, and I'm not here to diagnose you. I'm solely basing everything I'm saying from a biblical perspective. Let me put that out there, because you got to say that on these videos. But from a biblical and spiritual perspective, all of these so-called mental illnesses come from a certain root. All right? It could be dramatic life experiences where these demons found you at your weakest point while you were in your lowest point of life, and they were able to inhabit you, or something was injected or ingested. It works a few ways. Now, when I say injected or ingested, I'm talking about potions, ladies and gentlemen. Let me give you an example. Right now, when people take the you-know-what, they getting Bell's palsy, they getting all type of issues going on with them. They're going through a metamorphosis. A lot of people, I'm going through a lot. A lot of people are actually dying as well when they go ahead and take the you-know-what. And you know what I'm talking about. But demons can be injected. That's another reason why they call liquor spirits, wine and spirits. Because if you overdrink, what happens? You get volatile, you get aggressive. Why? Because you drunk too damn much, right? So now you out here acting like a whole demon. And y'all gotta understand how prevalent this is right now. Everybody on demon time. When you look at that modern pop culture right now, everybody want to be devils and demons. They think it's cool, right? We're gonna talk about how demons can intrude, because even through the music, somebody said it in the chat. Demons can even come through that music that you're listening to. They can come through your eyes and through your ears. You understand? Demons, that's why they spend so much energy and effort on casting spirits into these records. That music that you listening to. When you spin these records backwards, you hearing dark prayers. That's all to inhabit the public, because ultimately Satan or Beelzebub or Ha-Shatan, he's the ruler of this world right now. The Most High gave it into his hands for a certain amount of time, but his time is running out. Now, he's going to use his minions to control a lot of people. Let's continue here. Now, hold on, let me point this out. It says, let me read that one more time. It says, over the past 2.5 decades, Gallagher has given his scientific advice on whether a patient is suffering from a clinical mental illness or is perhaps demonly possessed. Again, it takes a psychiatrist and someone who's a practicing Roman Catholic to determine whether or not a person is mentally ill and needs to go through the pharmaceutical industry, or is this person, really demon possessed and they need to come through and quote unquote exorcise the demons. All right. He says, out of many thousands of consultations, he concluded only around several hundred were related to demonic activity. That's what he concluded. So you got out of thousands of people that Gallagher did his research on and put his diagnosis out there. He's saying that only hundreds out of thousands, he actually said, okay, this is a demon, right? So the rest of those people, they're going down to pharmakeia, and the root word for pharmakeia is sorcery. In case you don't know, look it up, do your research. He sends them off to pharmakeia and they get prescriptions, right? Now, I'm not a doctor, but let's say hypothetically, we're going to use the word hypothetically. Let's say hypothetically that these issues are all demon possession. Let's say hypothetically they're all demon possession. And you're treating them as if they have some condition that can be treated with medicine. The only thing that would be happening with these potions would be you suppressing that spirit. That spirit is being lodged down. It's being the spirit is not able to fester. Why? Why the spirit ain't able to attack while you on these pills? Why you not wilding out in a state of confusion while you on these pills? Because the potion was designed to take away the I would say overt actions that come with possession. Because demons can be internalized as well. Now, a lot of these medicines, they have side effects. One would be suicidal thoughts. You have side effects like kidney failure, liver failure. Pretty much every internal organ in the human body is under scrutiny. When it comes to these medications, a lot of the times, a lot of people are basically being destroyed from the inside out, when really their issue is a spiritual issue. When really they have spiritual deficiencies. It's things that they got to work out among themselves and the Most High.
I believe in science. I trained at an American medical school. I use the results of scientific studies every day of my life. I believe in evolution. I believe in the Big Bang. I believe in...
How is he a practicing Catholic and he believes in evolution, he believes in science, and he believes in the Big Bang?
Quantum theory. I just have had a rare window or a rare opportunity to study these things a little more rigorously than most doctors would have. With a possession, you have to have, at least in the Catholic Church, what is called moral certainty. And there are very strict criteria, and it really depends on evidence. The essence of a possession is a person going into a trance and a demonic sounding voice coming out of them.
Now that's in extreme cases. And I want you to notice he said there's a very stringent criteria that they go by to actually say if someone is demon possessed or not. Ladies and gentlemen, it's more people in this earth demon possessed than not. There's very few people in this earth who are not demon possessed. Let's just be quite frank with it. Let me just speak the direct truth with y'all. The mass majority of people are demon possessed. There's very few people who are not demon possessed. Now, there's levels to the demon possession. There's levels to it. When you go into the scriptures, it tells you that demons have insatiable appetites, right? That they can eat and still hunger, that they can drink and still thirst. Look, go on social media right now and look up everybody doing these damn mukbang challenges. And then not only look at that, look at how many people watch it. Look at how many people find pleasure in looking at gluttony. That right there should be a telltale sign that the masses are demon possessed. Because these spirits have insatiable appetites. And that's just on one level. Gluttony is a demon. That's on one level. Right? And then you got people who, they don't have conflict resolution skills. When they get pissed off, all hell breaks loose. When they mad at their significant other, they turn into a whole nother being. Don't think for a second, that ain't demonic possession. No, it ain't that, oh, when you get me on my bad side, that's how I am. No. You have a demon. If you can't deal with conflict resolution, you have a malevolent force. It possesses you. Half the time when people going off, they don't even remember what the hell they said or did. That's because it's a demon that controls them. There's many levels to this. Fear is a demon. You see people walking around spraying everything. Wait, you sneeze. Oh, wait, you cough. They fearful, right? It's everywhere. The mass majority is demon possessed. The Hollywood magic, it worked. The sorcery worked. The psychology worked. The MK Ultra mind control worked. Operating and repetition through the radio, bringing this demonic energy through the airwaves, it worked. The psychological warfare worked on most people. It takes a very strong person not to fall for the demons, because everybody on demon time. So let's make this clear. If he found hundreds, a couple hundred out of thousands of people, then hey, it's inaccurate. It's very inaccurate.
Attacking the people, attacking religion, usually using very crude and violent language.
It's crazy. He talking about they attacking the people, attacking religion. Listen, he just said he believe in a big bang. He believe in evolution. He believe in all that. If that's not the biggest attack on religion, I don't know what is. That is literally the biggest attack on religion, because you taking out the belief of God himself. If you believe in a damn big bang, if you believe in a damn evolution that we came from apes, that takes God out of the picture. So you're hearing Darwinism coming out of this, man. It's a total hypocrite. And this is how they are. They are total hypocrites. Everybody who speak on demon possession, who are the quote unquote authority over it, are hypocrites. I'm telling you. And you know what? I want y'all to notice something else. Why is it every time, even on the movies now, these Roman Catholics come in with their little crucifix? The power of Christ compels you. Nowadays in these movies, them demons, they smacking these priests clear across the room. The cross don't work. The priests don't work. I mean, on the movies, they show the demons, they be damn power driving these damn Catholic priests. So they clearly don't have no power.
Like, leave her alone, she's ours, this type of thing. Superhuman strength, knowing secrets of people that a human being could never know otherwise.
It's like they really just trying to make people afraid of these spirits. Tiela, thank you for the $10 contribution. Yeah, it's like they really just trying to make people afraid. And that's what the so-called authority want to do. The so-called authority over demon possession, who's supposed to be showing people how to keep demons out of their home, all they want to do is fearmonger and be hypocrites and tell lies. They ain't going into the scriptures.
She was a Satanist, self-professed high priestess of a satanic cult. The night before I first met her, I was in my bedroom.
Plot twist, he's a Satanist too, allegedly.
With my wife at about 3 a.m.
Melinda, thank you for the $25 contribution. Highly appreciate you. And ladies and gentlemen, get the thumbs up on the video, because we want to get our normal numbers going. Thank you, I appreciate it.
And we had 2 cats. And these 2 cats just went completely berserk in a way that we had never seen before. And we were mystified. And the next day, the priest introduced me to Julia. And the first words out of Julia's mouth were, "Well, Doc, how did you like those cats last night?" Now, I'd never met the woman before. She would often tell me how people's parents had died. For instance, she told me, "I know your mother died of ovarian cancer," which was true. And once I was on the telephone line, on a landline in this case, with
He sounds scared.
the other exorcist. Now remember, Julia was not on the phone conversation. This was not a conference call or anything. We actually knew where she was at the time. She was about 1,000 miles away. And that same voice came in over the phone line, said the same kind of thing. "She's ours, leave her alone." So I said to the priest, I said, "Did you hear that?" And he said to me, "Yeah, the evil spirit can even interrupt our phone conversation," which I found pretty remarkable. It was pretty creepy, but I also found it pretty remarkable.
That's enough of that, man. He ain't doing nothing but fear mongering. We're gonna go through some scriptures, all right? Now, first and foremost, let me pull up a scripture here. I had a scripture ready for y'all. I'm gonna have to research it, all right? To start off with the lesson. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. All right, this is what I wanted to go through here. First and foremost, right? You got to understand that all demons and unclean spirits, they do know the truth. Now, what do you mean, Bree? They know the truth. They know the truth of the terrestrial realm. They know what's going on the other side because they can see it, right? Just Jesus Christ, thank you for the $10 contribution. Says, please pray for me and my kids and my parents, my ex, Jerry Shorts, my brother. We all have been demon possession from what our ancestors and parents have put on us. Please, in Christ's name. We'll keep you in your, everybody heard that. Keep the brother in prayer. Now, demons, right? They know the truth, ladies and gentlemen. They know what goes on in the terrestrial realm. They know that, and this is all biblical based, they know that they only have a short amount of time here on earth, so they have been relegated as parasites. They understand that. They understand judgment. They understand the Most High. And most of all, ladies and gentlemen, they know that it's only one God. Yeah, some people are like, what do you mean? There's many gods. The Bible speaks of many gods. Yes, there are many gods, but there's only one God that has the ultimate power. And demons know this, and I'm going to prove this using scripture. Yahweh's daughter, thank you for the $10 contribution. The comment reads, I believe the pharmaceuticals are meant to suppress your entire spiritual consciousness on both ends of the spectrum. My grandmother put me on psych meds at 12 years old to suppress my BMAT2 gene. Ooh, hey, y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. I just read her comment. Yeah. Hey, I'm not gonna, hey. She know what it is. Let's leave it at that. She know what's up. That sister know what's up. But demons know. Let's go to James chapter 2, verse 19, and it reads, Thou believest that there is one God. Thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble. Yes. So let's start off. There's one God. It says that when we believe it's only one God, we do it well, meaning mankind, people who are believers in a higher power. When we believe it's one God that we follow, that we mirror our lives after, and we try our best to honor his law, statutes, and commandments and do what's right, we know that it's only one God. We do well because we don't believe in multiple gods. We don't believe in idolatry. We're not into soothsaying. We're not into witchcraft, sorcery. We're not doing all of that. When we believe in one God, we do well. But demons, they believe in one God, but they tremble. So they know that there's a judge. They know it's only one God. So don't let these Roman Catholics fool you. Don't let anybody speaking on demonology, not from a biblical perspective, don't let none of them fool you. It's one God. There's only one God, one truth, and one way. That's number one. That's the first scripture I gotta go to. All right. Now, let's talk about unclean spirits. Now, somebody said in the chat earlier, we've all suffered from demon possession at some point of our lives. And that person is right. We've all experienced an unclean spirit. Love Nebo, thank you for the $20 contribution. Says, talk to him, breathe, let God flow through you. Absolutely. All praises to the Most High. At one point in time, we've all experienced an unclean spirit. Every last one of us, every last one of y'all watching this particular stream have experienced an unclean spirit. Whether knowingly or unknowingly, or you may still have an unclean spirit. You may still be experiencing one. Excuse me. Let me get some water, ladies and gentlemen. That sickness that I'm overcoming right now, that I've pretty much gotten over, that was an unclean spirit. Sickness is an unclean spirit. So I've just recently experienced an unclean spirit. But we've all experienced it. I know it's difficult to look in the mirror and say to yourself, I have a demon. I have an unclean spirit. There's something that's not right that I got to be delivered from. There's something that I got to get rid of. Most people can't analyze themselves that way. Most people can't take accountability. And most people don't look at the spiritual realm as much as they should. Most people have a very condensed notion of reality. The spectrum is not broad. They think with a very narrow scope. They think we all flesh and blood. They think everything is relative. They don't understand that sometimes spirits can inhabit people. It is what it is. If you don't know what you're fighting, then how you gonna win the battle? Now some would say, New Breed, this is spookism, this is crazy. No, it's not crazy at all. It's the truth. Now, we got to talk about getting rid of those spirits and how spirits maneuver once you get rid of them. And we need to understand that the incubation period of these spirits Because listen, even after just getting a demon casted out or a unclean spirit leaving you, there's some sensitivity around you in that spiritual realm to be repossessed. There's a lot we got to discuss. Thank you for the, I think that's a $3. Actually, that's in another, that's a $3 contribution, I believe. Says, please pray for me to overcome food addiction. Absolutely. Absolutely. I have you in my prayers, man. That's definitely a spirit that a lot of people have. A lot of people have that spirit. And it seems like America has created a bunch of dopamine addicts. America has created us like this. Like they've made us this way. And so it's something, definitely, you're in our prayers. Now, let's go to Matthew. Let's go to Matthew chapter 12. And it reads, and we're in 43 and 45. When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest, and finding none. Now it says he walketh through dry places. That can mean several things. When it says dry places, it means that that demon could be looking for a place that's not baptized. All right? It says, when the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh and seeketh rest. Meaning, listen, spirits are very real. Although you can't see them with your naked eye, when they leave you, they are still present. All right? They're moving around. They're in the circumference. They're in the atmosphere. They're actually looking for someone else to possess. They don't just leave and disappear. They're actually moving. Like the movie Fallen with Denzel Washington. Y'all know the movie. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Every time Denzel would move around, the spirits would try to come through people and project through different individuals. They would actually move. That is how they move. The Bible's telling you that's how they move. So sometimes you think that people are targeting you, but really it's demons. The demons really want you. It could be spirits that left you, so they're trying to get to people near you to try to get back where they originally were. They want to get back to their home. They don't want to, listen, demons get comfortable where they at. When you have a certain habit that you've been doing for years and years and years, that demon don't want to pack their bags and leave. Some of you brothers, man, y'all go through the struggle of going on no fat, getting rid of all your porn, getting rid of all the wickedness in your home, taking certain things out of your home. Some of you ladies taking certain objects, and some of you ladies stop dealing with tarot cards and soothsayers and magic, and now, those demons don't want to leave. Something is still jarring you back to that. They're still pulling you back to that particular realm you was in, because that's the comfort zone. All right? Let's continue. It says, then he saith, I will return into my house from which I am came. And when he come, he find it empty, swept, and garnished. So that demon tries to come back. He tries to come back to the house that he came from. Listen, he likes it where he at. He liked the fact that you was watching porn every night, masturbating. He liked the fact that you was whoremongering with different women, creating all these soul ties and not trying to wife them. Look, that demon liked the fact that you continue to eat and eat and eat. And now you on a diet, and now you getting your health together. Now your blood pressure is going down. Now you beating diabetes, and now you waking up, you doing good. You looking clean. You can see the whites in your eyes. The spirit, that unclean spirit that was with you, it wants to come back so bad, but it comes back and it's like, damn, this nigga done cleaned up around here. See, demons like mess. Demons don't like things to be clean. That's why the Bible tells you cleanliness is next to godliness. That's why you got to keep your home clean. Let me tell you this. When you have a filthy ass house, right? I'm not talking about it gets messy sometimes. I'm talking about your house is filthy. Listen, demons love it. They love being in those atmospheres because they're chaotic. They love being in filth. So when they come back and see your vessel clean, you didn't chastise your flesh. You didn't put your flesh under subjection. You know what I'm saying? You didn't mortify your members to righteousness. Man, them demons, they come back. They like, man, they looking around. They're like, man, hold on. This ain't the house that I was in. Thank you for the $20 contribution, Kimberly. Somebody said using sex toys is a demon. Absolutely. Agreed. So when them demons come back and see everything spick and span, they ain't feeling that. They trying to get back to you. So they whispering in your ears. The spirits whispering in your ears, you know, because y'all used to be thick as thieves with some of these demons. It just so happened nowadays, these rappers, they love their demons. I'm on demon time. I'm on demon. You can't mess with my demons. These rappers nowadays, they treat their demons like Pokemon. They collect demons. These industry cats now, they collect demons like Pokemons. Thank you for the $10 contribution. Powerful teaching, King. Much appreciated. Speak the truth. Absolutely. You already know. It says, then he goeth and taketh himself 7 other spirits, more wicked than himself, and they enter and dwell there. And the last state of the man is worse than the first. Even so shall it be also unto this wicked generation. Man, so look, the demon leave, right? The demon leave, and he like, man, this nigga done cleaned up his act. He done got off drugs. There's people who done beat the addiction demon. It's people who done got off heroin. It's people who done got off marijuana addiction. It's people who done broke free from alcoholism. It's people who done really conquered a lot of their demons, or are right in that incubation period, as I would like to call it. The scriptures is explaining this incubation period. It's people who are right there in that incubation period who just accomplished those things, where those demons come right back. And this is where relapses come in. You see people clean. Look, you see people clean for like 5 years. Used to be hooked on heroin. Went through the withdrawals, projectile vomited, was up in the hospital, hooked up the IVs, all of that, right? And then they'll be clean for like 3 years. And that demon still come back. And what happened? They overdosed the first time. Now, damn, they worse off than they was before when they was battling. Now, because that demon then went and got 7 more. He done got 7 more spirits that's vile. You know what I'm saying? He done got 7 more demons. He like, look, man, he done got rid of me, right? I'm gonna go get my homeboys. This is how demons, the Bible telling you how they move, bro. They move like parasites. They move like piranhas. So this show you how important it is. Once you rid yourself of something, know that temptation is gonna come, brothers and sisters. The temptation gonna come. When you stop calling psychics, when you stop calling diviners, when you stop playing with tarot cards and serving all these idol gods, when you stop doing these things, listen, the temptation is gonna come. You gotta fight it in the incubation period, or guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It's gonna come back on you stronger. And that's why I gotta coach you through this. It's gonna come back. Let's continue here. We got more scriptures. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8, and it reads, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walking about, seeketh who he may devour. Listen, man, it's a spiritual war. It's wartime, ladies and gentlemen. It ain't no game out here. We in a spiritual warfare. Listen, the devil is like a lion, seeking who he may devour. He's just ready to catch you slipping. And that's why I be telling brothers, get off the weed, get off the drugs. Listen, y'all like to not lack when it comes to going to war with your opposition. But you can't lack in the spiritual realm. In the spiritual realm, y'all got to stop all that damn lacking, bro. If you hide up all the time, listen, it only take a split second for your soul to get snatched, for you to get caught off your bases, for you to get caught off guard. And them spirits get you, man. Let's continue. Let's go, let's get it. Now, Try to listen here. Let me see. Let's go to Luke. Let's go to Luke. Let's go to Luke. Thank y'all for being patient with me. And we got 1,100 people in the chat. And we got thus amount of likes. If y'all could just get the likes up. If you gain an edification from this particular Bible lesson here on the Sabbat, go ahead and show your support by hitting the thumbs up button. Or you can hit the thumbs down if I'm pissing you off and the demons in you are getting riled up. If I'm pissing you off, then, you know, hit the thumbs down, you know. Now let's get it. 1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressively, that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devil. Yes, y'all gotta understand, spirits actually seduce. The Bible calls them seducing spirits. See, there are many kind of demons. I want to break this down for y'all. You have the malevolent force. You have the aggressive demon, like the Roman Catholic was speaking about, the psychiatrist. You have the demon the demon that comes through your mental state. You have demons that are seducing as well. Now let's express what a seducing spirit is. And this is why the Most High God tells us not to take heed to doctrines of devils and seducing spirits. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, just because all demons are not just vile. This is what we missing. Satan himself was articulate, the most beautiful angel in heaven. It even tells you in the scriptures he can appear like an angel of light. Listen, there are demons that can do the same damn thing. There are devils that can do the same thing. Like, there are devils that you won't even know that you're dealing with a devil. You won't even know that you're dealing with a demon in pretty much a meat suit. You're dealing with a devil in human form pretty much. You won't even know you're dealing with it. And because they come to you, they're nice, they're well-spoken, some of the most highest regarded members of society. Thank you for the $5 contribution, Chicago Beats. Some of the most highest regarded members of society, firemen, lawyers, doctors, police officers, bishops and pastors and preachers. Some of these people have that spirit on them heavy. They can articulate, they're well-spoken, and they have very ill intentions. They are literally seducing spirits. They literally have seducing spirits on them. Like, just because somebody make you feel good with what they're saying, don't mean that that's righteousness, ladies and gentlemen. Like, I'm going to tell you, Christ, he pissed people off with some of the things he said. You know you're dealing with a seducing spirit when that person is speaking and it's just soothsaying, it's tickling your ears, it's making you feel good. But their fruits show a snake. Telling you, man. Gotta watch out for them seducing spirits. Now, let me go here real quick. Let's see. Now, let's go into the soothsaying. Let's go to Acts 16 and 16. We're going to Acts 16 and 16, and it reads, "And it came to pass, as we went to prayer, a certain damsel possessed with a spirit of divination met us, which brought her masters much gain by soothsaying." We talking about them psychics. Hey, have you had your reading? Yeah, a lot of y'all ladies be getting y'all readings. A lot of y'all be watching these YouTubers talking about getting a damn reading. Those are soothsayers, ladies and gentlemen. Now it says it came to pass, a certain damsel possessed with a spirit of divination. There's a spirit of divination. There's a spirit, just like the Roman Catholic was talking about, the demon knew certain things about him. The demon knew, about the cats. The demon knew about his mama dying, because that's a spirit as well. Like I told y'all before, demons do know. They know what's going on the other side. They know what's going on in the terrestrial realm. So they can bring certain things out. That's why, if certain people come in contact with them spirits, they can tell you things. They can tell you things about certain things that's going on that other side. This divination. That's what divination is. All right? It says, and it came to pass, as we went to prayer, a certain damsel possessed with the spirit of divination met us, which brought her masters much gain by soothsaying. The same followed Paul and us and cried, saying, these men are servants of the Most High God, which show us unto the way of salvation. And this did she many days. But Paul, being grieved, turned and said to the spirit, I command thee in the name of Christ to come out. And it came out of her the same hour. Yes. So she had that spirit of divination. Paul, he casted that spirit out in the name of Christ in that same hour. That spirit of divination left. So Paul wasn't trembling. Paul wasn't afraid. Paul didn't get smacked across the damn stable, across the room. Paul said, look, in the name of Christ, Yeshua, Yahweh, the one they call Jesus Christ. Now, a lot of us, we don't know the name because through transliteration, we call upon a name we don't know. But guess what? The Most High winks on our ignorance. He knows who we're talking about. Because I'm going to be honest, there's been times in the past where I was having sleep paralysis and I know I was being attacked demonically. And I said the name of Jesus and the spirit left. So although when you looking at literature, when you're looking at concrete facts, we know that Christ's name had to start with a Y because there were no J's before the 1600s. All right, we know his name started with a Y. We know that for a fact. But Christ, the Most High does wink on our ignorance. Now, when you study to show yourself approved and you know the truth, then you should call him by the name that you've learned, through the spirit that you learned, because the Bible tells us, he who believes on Christ, as the scriptures have said, should have everlasting waters. So, but that same hour, that spirit was casted out. It wasn't no, let me see if this person has a mental deficiency, no. Paul knew what it was, immediately casted it out. All right. James chapter 4, verse 7. Submit yourselves, therefore, to the Most High. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Listen, submit yourselves to the Most High, the one God, the all-powerful, the omnipresent, the Alpha and the Omega, the one who created this earth, divided the seas, created the land, gave flesh to our mortal bodies, created man from the dirt, created woman from the rib of man. You got to believe in the higher power. Because let me tell you something. Some of the truth that I bring forth here on this channel would have been shut down if the Most High didn't have his hands in it. I see people, they be like, oh, well, why is your platform still standing strong? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? Listen, we living in a world where the Most High God don't get no credit. The one God, the creator of heaven and earth, who can control everything. He created everything. He put the spirit on these people to make this technology. The one who controls everything don't get no credit in this society. And although the Bible just told us if we bow before him, all unclean spirits will flee. There's spiritual laws that's put in place. Thank you for the $50 contribution. Nickel, highly appreciate you. It says, I breed. What is the best method to protect? What is the best method to protect from demon attacks? I'm telling you now. The scriptures is telling. It says, submit yourselves therefore to the Most High, and the devil will flee from you. See, it really boils down to y'all submitting. It really boils down to submission to the higher power. Coming to the Most High in total humility. You got to submit. Let go of all of that. Oh, I'm my own God. It's the God in me. Or I can do this and I can do that. Listen, you're powerless. You're powerless unless you submit yourself to the Most High. All right? You're powerless. That's the first thing you got to know. It ain't nothing you can do but submit to the Most High. And if you want to cast them out, you got to do it in the name of his son. You got to do it in the name of his son, man, straight up. Let's continue. Let's go to Luke chapter, because we go into, there's so many instances where Christ got rid of foul spirits. There's so many instances, y'all. Let's go to Luke chapter 4, verse 33 through 36. And in the synagogue there was a man which had a spirit of an unclean devil, and cried out with a loud voice, saying, Let us alone. What have we to do with thee, thou Christ of Nazareth? Art thou come to destroy us? I know these are the holy ones of God. And Christ rebuked, saying, Hold thy peace, and come out of him. That means shut your ass up and come up out of this man. You see how Christ dealt with it? Shut the hell up. I know that this is a demon talking to me. Shut up and come out of this man. Man, Christ wasn't playing, right? Hold thy peace and come out of him. And when the devil had thrown him in the midst, he came out of him and hurt him not. And they were all amazed and spoke among themselves, saying, What a word is this? For with authority and power he commandeth an unclean spirit to come out. Yeah. So here you go. Christ come up to a man in the synagogue. Dude is possessed by a devil, an unclean spirit. The devil like, look, have you come to get rid of us before our time? Or you come to destroy us? Because at the end, listen, Christ is going to destroy all the demons. The Most High God is he's going to commit judgment on all unclean spirits. So the devils was like, hey, you can't destroy us. So they can't be destroyed until the time and the hourglass is done. Until the sand and the hourglass is done, they can still roam around. Like, they can still move. They can still be in the atmosphere. But you have control over them. So Hollywood have to make them seem more powerful than they are. Christ didn't have no fear of them. He didn't walk in the room creeping around. And he's like, look, I tell you what. They asked him, have you come to destroy us? Look, keep your mouth closed. Get up out of here. Leave this man. Listen, he had total faith. He was on a frequency with the Most High God. Christ was like this with the Most High, to the point where it was like, he spoke with authority and faith. He spoke with faith. When he said it, he already knew it was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? That's how you got to deal with spirits. Some of y'all got demons in y'all houses moving around. Some of y'all got unclean spirits. And you afraid of them because Hollywood made you afraid. Some of y'all, when y'all lay down at night, turn your lights off to lay down, y'all got to turn the night light on. You a grown-ass man. How you a grown-ass man with a damn night light on? You a grown-ass man, you got to sleep with the TV on. You lay in your bed, your whole body is riddled with fear. You know why? Because it's something in that house, it's something in you, it's something that you need to be casting out. When you deal with a demon, you deal with it with force, bruh. I'm talking about, listen, I remember casting spirits out of at the time where I was living in a very bad environment. I remember, man. I remember yelling, screaming. I don't know where y'all going, but y'all about to get the hell up out of here. I remember going in full-fledged casting demons out of my home. I'm talking about going hard, like, you know what I'm saying? Shit, like I was shadow boxing with the devil. Like, nah, I don't care where you going, you getting the hell up out of here. And I'm talking about going full-fledged. You can't be soft with those spirits. You gotta be hard with them, man. You gotta get them up out of there. I'm telling you. Let's see. Let's go. Let me give y'all another one here. We're going to give you Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. Finally, my brethren, Be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand in this evil day. And having done all to stand, stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and on your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take up the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and having thereunto you with perseverance and supplication for all saints. Yes, that's how you stop the demons from coming. Now, we talked about casting them out. We talked about the incubation period. Now, right there in the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, 10 through 18, it tells you how to stop them from coming back ever. Cleansing yourself from these demented forces. You got to put on a list. It says truth. You need to know the truth. You got to love the truth. The truth may piss you off. The truth may make you feel uncomfortable. The truth may make you look at yourself from the outside looking in and scrutinize yourself. The truth may make you feel guilty. The truth may make you feel ashamed. The truth may give you conviction. But the truth is everything. It says the truth. Girt your loins about with truth. What else to tell y'all? The breastplate of righteousness, meaning do what's right. Regardless of what the world is doing. Everybody on demon time, you do what's right. I don't give a damn if people think it's corny. I don't care if people think it's cheesy to serve the Most High. If they think, oh, you know, he's just a Christian. Oh, he's just being religious. Oh, you still doing this and doing that. Now, I'm going to do what's right in a world full of wickedness. I'm going to abstain from that. I'm going to mortify my members. I'm going to do what's right, regardless of what y'all think is fly or not. I don't think what you doing is fly. I don't think Lil Nas X stripping on the damn devil is fly. I don't think all these Illuminati hand gestures and covering one eye and all this wickedness and Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B, I think it's all sick. And I think anybody else who follows it is sick. I think you need to be righteous. Do what's right. Right? And what else does it say? It says righteousness. What else does it say? Gird about your loins with truth, breastplate with righteousness, feet the gospel of peace. Meaning when it says your feet, gospel of peace, meaning get away from everybody who ain't peaceful. Get away from everybody who out here rebelling. Everybody who have riotous personalities. Everybody who about that damn drama. Everybody who don't want to see you in peace, bruh. Get away from them. Don't entertain them. Get away from people who want to gossip all damn day. Get away from people who don't have peace of mind. Get away from people who don't want to just chill and mind their own damn business. Drink more water, mind your business. And get the hell away from anybody who disturbs that peace. It says your feet with peace. This is telling you how to stay away from all wickedness. How all fiery darts can be stopped. What else we got? And then you got faith. Take up the shield of faith. You got to have faith, man. You got to believe that the Lord is here. Don't show a form of godliness and deny the power thereof. No. Really have faith. Read these words, believe these words, and do what you got to do. Have faith. And then it says, praying always, supplication in the Spirit, watching thereof with perseverance and supplication. Pray. Prayers. And this is how you do it. This is how you keep them spirits up out of your life, man. A lot of people got a lot of spirits connected to them. You know, it's only one God, one truth, one light. Yep. Yeah, you gotta have your peace. Somebody said, love you, bro. You inspire me in Christ, bro. Thank you. Keep it up. Can't wait to see you in heaven. Hey, Thank you, family. All praises to the Most High. I appreciate that. Somebody said, drink more water and mind your business. We need to hashtag that. Thank you, Abby Israel, for the $20 contribution. Says, fam, understand you cannot continue in sin and expect deliverance, but your iniquities have separated between you and your Elohim, and your sins have hid his face from you, that he may not hear you. Absolutely. You cannot continue in sin that grace may abound. God forbid you do that. Because if you continue to sin and live a wicked lifestyle, but you want to call on the Most High, eventually he ain't going to hear you. He ain't going to hear your calls. He ain't going to hear your prayers, man. Somebody said truth equals fully tuned in right now. Your eyes have become single, saved lives, fully tuned down in the devil's double-minded destruction. Somebody said lemon and honey for coughing. Yeah, I'm just getting over a cold. That's all it is a cold. I'm getting over it. Thank you for that, though. Only Figaro, thank you for the $25 contribution. It reads, gotta be careful trying to stand up to demons. I tried telling them off and one of them jumped on my car, almost crashed. If your spirit is not strong, watch what you say. I mean, bro, thank you for the $20 contribution. Highly appreciate you. But, you know, the whole idea of this stream is not being afraid of demons, bro. You know? We don't know the circumstances that had somebody jumping on your car. I don't know if you're talking about a physical demon or a person that was inhabited by a demon, because you was kind of unclear on that. But hey, if you put on the full armor, you wouldn't be nowhere near that type of situation. You know, you put on the full armor of the Lord, you ain't gonna be nowhere near that type of situation. So, I mean, somebody said, let Christ set you free. Rely on him. He has given you power over evil. Absolutely. DJ Taddy said fasting and prayer will help. Absolutely. Rubies and Pearls, thank you for the $5 contribution. Says, King, you taught out of your soul is always much appreciated. Thank you. All praises to the Most High God of Israel who gave me the spirit of utterance. Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all would like to see exclusive content, I'll be uploading a new video on Patreon Sunday that y'all don't want to miss. I'm going to be using my webcam, pulling up videos, going into sources. I want to talk about the pandemic, right? I want to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it on there, right? There's a lot to talk about. If you really, oh man, if y'all not following me on Patreon, like go over there. Yo, you can get access for as little as $3 a month, ladies and gentlemen. As little as $3 a month. You're going to get information from a biblical perspective on what's going on with everything in the world. Things that I can't say on this platform. All right? Now, I told y'all earlier that you had two big YouTubers just recently removed. You had Young Pharaoh and you had Reza Islam removed from YouTube. And I'm not risking my channel to give you the information. If you really find value in knowing what's going on, it's worth it. Somebody said it in the chat, it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? Just come through, show your support. $3 a month, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all spend that every day on junk food. Come on now. And some of y'all, and if you want more, and that's just getting access. You can set your own tier. I allow you to set your own tier. But the first tier is $3, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, if you'd like to follow me on Patreon, the link is in the description box. Also, my Instagram is in the description box. I'm going to start putting more videos on Instagram. Go over there and follow me on Instagram at NewBreed404. Also, if you would like to donate via Cashapp, the Cashapp link is in the description box. 10% of all donations go back to the people. All right. 10% of the contributions go right back to the people. People who send cash out requests, I just give them whatever they need. far as groceries, small items, things that they may need, they may be short on. They might need some gas money to get to work, things like that. It is what it is, though. I'd like to thank each and every one of y'all for catching this stream. Y'all been a blessing. Thank y'all for everybody who supported via Super Chat. And thank all the moderators. Y'all doing an exceptional job in moderating. All right. All praises to the Most High. Thank y'all for watching. With that being said, shalom and peace.